Hello.
Hi, Dave. Good evening. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay.
Is it okay if I mute my video?
Yeah, no, it's all right. No problem at all.
Right. I've got so many questions to ask.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. So, basically, I'm interested in starting with buying gold and obviously selling gold.
Mm-hmm.
So my aim is to start with 5 to 10 kg, but I'd rather say 10 kg so I can understand how it works.
Okay. So your camera is off. Okay, go ahead.
Let me again.
All right.
That's better.
Yeah, it's better.
There you go. So what I was saying is I'm interested in starting with 10 kg.
Okay.
And what I'm looking for obviously 24 karat and anything above 97%.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've been watching your YouTube videos.
What did you learn out of that?
You're doing a good job. I've learned a lot. I've been following you for the last 3 months actually.
Really? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was gonna plan a trip to go to Mali.
Mm-hmm.
I had a few contacts in Mali. I have a few contacts in Ghana, but I just don't trust anyone in this gold business anymore.
Why? Is there any reason why you don't trust anyone?
Because everyone has a story. The different prices, different way of getting to the gold. The method of payment is completely just no. It's not safe at all.
So what is the mode of payment that that seller offer you before?
The minute you ask me to actually start paying for the logistic company, and you give me the logistic company telephone number, and they've got a WhatsApp number, and now what I've realized is they can use the real company, and they will do another website that looks exactly like the real company.
Mm-hmm.
Even the fake one comes before the real one on Google. So it's so confusing if you don't know what you're doing. And I've realized most people that have lost money in gold, they just rush. They think about the money without thinking, the whole process.
They don't think about long term, they only think about short term. Yes.
100%, yes. So that's where I want your help.
So you have been intrigued watching my YouTube channel, did you?
Yeah, I mean, you seem like you know what you're saying. I just want to get to the obviously see how we can work together because I want to get into it seriously. So my budget, it's a big budget, put it that way. But that being said, I have to understand the process. I've done the research. I'm not coming here like someone who doesn't know anything. I've done my own research. It's just comparing my research with your expertise, and then we can get working.
So on your research, comparison to my video, how you compare your research to Wilhelmina? How did you compare?
I mean, the way you work, the only thing is, as far as I'm concerned, when I was doing my research, is like some people say they've got the goal, and it's 96%. So when I hear about 96%, I feel like that's not enough for the buyer to buy. So most of people are asking 97, 98, 99%.
Okay.
But that being said, I understand that all the bars or all the gold hasn't got the same a percentage, if that makes sense. And depending where the gold is coming from, of course.
It depends on what are you intend to use because gold has many uses. The element has many uses. Gold is world asset you're buying. You can make into jewelry is an asset. You can make into full state. You can make into spare parts on laptop and computer. So it depends on the needs of your buyer. You are a gold trader. You buy and sell to your own customer. So you need to ask your customer, okay, Mr. Customer, I'm bringing gold to you. And what are you looking for? The most important is the purity. Now in Africa, the gold in Africa is when you see 22 plus, meaning to say it's 23 carats. From the starting from 22.54 or 22.80, it is 23 carats. Now you cannot get the gold 24 carats because when you smelt it, it's very soft. But even though there is still gold purity of 97 purity, there is. Because in gold, there is a chemical element like silver, lead. That's normal. Okay? Because when you smelt the gold into 24, it is very soft. Very, very soft. So I'll tell you, when I went to the refinery here in Brisbane, I was talking to a refinery, even 92, they can make it into 99.99. I was surprised. I went to the office because I took the buyer from New Zealand and he was being scammed in Kampala. So because his son live in Brisbane, so he contacted me and we have a lunch in the city. So I took him to the office of a refinery. It's on top of National Bank. And the refinery was saying, even 92, we can refine it into gold bullion. I was surprised. Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't need to worry as long as the purity is 97. From 96, 97, 98. That is a pure gold. Yeah.
Right. So can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
With your seller, right? Do you get the gold in bars?
Yes, it is. From the mines, when they wash the soil, they will collect gold dust. Okay? So when they collect gold dust, they have to smelt it into bar, ready for export. You cannot just buy dust gold and bring it to your customer because of 99. I think there was a problem many years ago. Okay, so you cannot bring this dust gold. You have to smelt into bar.
Right.
1 kilo bar.
I've seen some people having some nuggets.
Nuggets can be done, but you have to smelt it. Yeah, you have to smelt it into bar. Yeah.
No, I'm looking for bars anyway.
In one bar, there are 1,000 gram in one bar.
Okay. So can I ask you again, who does the authenticity of the gold? I know I have to do it myself with my.
Okay, the gold has to be assay. I'll put you to Sierra Leone. The gold has to be assay at GGO. Okay, they will give you a certificate of assay report. If I'm where you, if you have enough money, buy a gold analyzer, which I given you this morning, right?
Yes.
Buy that one for your own security. When you come to the office with me in the seller's office, you can test the gold with your own gold analyzer before the gold will be brought to the government laboratory to certify that assay report that the gold is 23 carats or 22 plus, or the purity is 96, 97, 98, something like that. So you need to have that. Yeah.
Okay. And then another question I was going to ask you, logistically, right?
Yeah.
If I start with 10 kg, obviously there is two ways I can do it. I can either use a logistic company or
Yes.
security company, or I can actually carry that on the flight.
You can. You can. You stay
And
at
obviously,
yeah, you stay at the business class. Yeah, you can.
so taxes wise,
But if you hand carry, it is your risk. Okay? It is your risk. But if you're gonna use shipping like Brinks or UB how to call this? There's so many shipping agent. Use the Brinks. Then Brinks will ship it to your destination. You pay the Brinks logistic charges, and you need to insure. So when you insured brings is responsible for that because we are going to get to ship the gold to your destination. Right. You are buying gold from us, from my head office, FOB. This is not CIF. FOB, cash, bank to bank payment because of gold laundering. You cannot just get the gold without certificate like the gold is free of illegal activities. Then you will receive an ownership that you paid the gold and custom clearance. Right. You need to insure because that is not our responsibility. You have to insure the gold because once the gold will be shipped to your destination, the shipper is responsible. So you need to be on the ground. You cannot just rely on someone else. That is the reason why I always explain on my live video that you need to travel in order to look at it. If you don't like it, so Wilhelmina, I don't like this gold. Can you find me another seller? Yes, I can. Yes.
And in your experience, what is the percentage? What's the insurance percentage? How much is it?
The percentage when I asked MS Brinks, the total sell value is 1.5 or 1%. It depends on the world value of the goods. It depends. I'll give you an example. I send a package to overseas. I use DHL. Okay, this is only an example for you so that you get an idea. So I purchase the value of $450 of goods to send it to my brother overseas. So DHL count the item and add how much did I pay the goods. So the $450, they charge me $100 on the 450.
Okay.
Plus, they charge me insurance. Buying gold, exactly the same. Buying diamond, exactly the same. Yes, you do. You have to do it. Because if I am the buyer and you are the seller, I have to insure my gold. Because I want to protect. Because in case the gold would not arrive on the destination, I can go back to
100%.
I can go back to the shipper. Yes, you can do it.
Okay, I think that's the safe way of doing it.
Yes.
Now, another question I was going to ask you. So what is the process? Now, if I was to work with you, I want to know the process. Now, get me through how we can do it.
The process is already on the video that you've been watching. That is the procedure. Yes.
So you charge me to be with you.
That's correct. I do charge my services, correct. $15,000, take it or leave it. Yes.
And with you, I'm guaranteed to have the gold and to have a discount on the gold.
Well, the price of gold today, the seller will give you a discount of 8%, right? Because I'm with you, right? And you paid my extra service to assist you on the ground, right?
Okay.
In order for you to be in the office and help you to assist you on that process of the gold. Because you're paying my extra service, I can ask my seller to give you 10 or 11% or maybe 12. It depends on my mood. It depends on how you satisfy Wilhelmina. Because I am going to scrutinize you, right? Whether you are real or not. What's the point of work? What's the point of taking you there and then suddenly you're gonna say, "Oh, Wilhelmina, can I pay the seller CIF?" What a bullshit! Excuse my language. Yes, CIF cost insurance and freight. You have to pay the gold because the gold you have to pay the government sales tax. Pay the product plus government sales tax. Here in Australia, our government sales tax is 10%. Anything.
So let me ask you, Wilhelmina, the 11% or 12% that I might get, obviously, from your services as in discount, is based on, obviously, the world price of the day. right?
The price of the day, today is Saturday, right? The price today is 59,160. Use your calculator. Get your calculator.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. I've got.
Get your calculator while talking to me live video call. 59.
I've got my papers here. Don't worry. I've got
Okay.
everything here in front of me.
59,165.37 on the world market. Today is Saturday, so the stock exchange is closed. Right. So if I'll give you 8%, you the selling value, the selling price is 54,432. I will remove the 432. I can fix it to 54. But because you're paying my extra service, a gesture of goodwill, I will bargain on your behalf. I will bargain to my seller that let's give Dave 12 or 13% maybe. So the seller will say, okay, you bring Dave to the office. Yeah, we can consider that. Yeah. So
Okay, that part I understand it very clear, but the question is based on international price, but based on 24 carat or 22 carat?
Okay, the price is 24 carat. The price is 59,165 is a 24 carats. That is refined. You're not buying refined. You are buying unrefined. You must remember. You're not buying 24 carats. You're buying plus, okay, 52 to 22 plus 22.54 equals 23. Right? So if you have the gold taster in front of you in the office together with me, you can see the gold is 97 or 95 or 96, something like that. It appears on your gold taster. Remember this morning when we have chat, I've given you the website. You have to buy that if you have enough money. If you don't have enough money, don't bother. Don't bother to invest gold. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's very important for someone who's trying to get into it. Very important to have that, even for my own safety as well.
Exactly.
So, going back to the percentage, what if it was a person, I'm talking about me, was gonna work with you in the long term? I'm talking about keep on coming and coming.
Yes, you can work with me forever, whatever you want. Just say, Wilhelmina, I want more. Okay. I just inform my head office. Yeah, there's no problem. Yeah.
Do I have to say, okay, let's say I come, we work together, and obviously I paid you the 15,000, then you help me to get a good discount. So let's say I want to come back again and get the 10 or 20. Will I have to pay you again 15,000 to come with me?
Well, it depends because when I travel, it costs money. That $15,000 is only to cover my trip. Yes.
No, I'm saying in the long term, will I have to be with you all the time? I'm going to see the same seller or different places.
No, I am putting you to different seller because some seller have no stock. Yeah, because sellers the seller has an existing customer and you are just new, but sometimes we don't have stock, so I have to put you to Mali, or I have to put you to Conakry, or Sierra Leone. So you have to tell me in advance so that my seller in Sierra Leone can allocate your order the following month. You have to, because gold selling very fast. Yes.
In your experience, let's say I took 10 kg. And then I went and did my thing, or maybe I sold it individually or send it to any country. And if I wanted to come back within a week or 2 weeks to get the 10 kg, is that possible? Or
it is possible. It is possible. It is possible. Now, may I ask you?
Yes.
You've been talking to me this morning. Now the time here is 8:30 in the evening. So, because it's the time difference. Where the gold to? Where are you gonna bring the gold? Where?
So, I've got 3 options, right? Obviously, this is my first experience, although I've been doing the research and everything. In fact, before I spoke to you, I was gonna head to Mali, and I was gonna head to Ghana. I'll be honest with you, I'm not too keen with Ghana.
Don't go to Ghana. Don't.
Everyone I spoke to.
Don't. I was being screwed in Ghana. I was being scammed in Ghana, so don't.
And there is Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire. I'm not talking about that country either. Right. So I'm I've got three places, which is Dallas in the US, which is Antwerp in Belgium, and then Dubai.
Okay. May I
Yeah,
a-
go
may,
on.
may I ask you? Do you know your contact in Antwerp? You have to do your
I do.
planning that you are going to bring gold or diamond. Or in Dallas, you have to communicate the Dallas buyer that you are bringing gold from Africa. Or you can bring it to Australia in Brisbane. I can assist you. I know the refinery in Brisbane. You live in United Kingdom. You don't need the visa. And I will give you the link of that refinery in Brisbane. I live in Brisbane. It's safer for you as well. Or you can bring that to Dubai. It's more convenience for you. So it's up for you. I'm giving you already
What
an
I'm
option.
trying to do is I'm trying to check the prices between the big refineries and the small ones. The one in Dallas, obviously, I'm in touch with them. They okay. In Antwerp is a small one, which is not too bad. But like we spoke yesterday, Dubai is good if I can sell it 3% more. Of course, but those are only options. The only thing I'm trying to do is see how I can do it quite often and how what gap would I need between you know, between the trips. Does that make sense?
What I'm gonna do, I'll try bring it to Australia, bring it to Brisbane.
Okay.
Bring it to Brisbane. I will tell you how much they're gonna buy from you privately. Because this is live video call that we have, and the people can hear our conversation on YouTube, right? So
Right. Okay.
I will give you the name of the refinery and how much they are buying. You're gonna be
Perfect.
amazed. You will be amazed. And I know the director because I went to their office because there was a New Zealander. As I think I mentioned that this morning before you went to bed, that that New Zealander, the same as your name, he traveled to see me. We have a good lunch in the city because his son live here. So I met his son and him. I took him to the office upstairs on top of National Bank. And really, the person that I talked to the refinery, he was stunned. Wow, I should meet you, Wilhelmina. So that refinery, by coincidence, I'm a good researcher as well. And the refinery said, well, we can refine even 92%. I said, really? I can make it into 99.99. The purity gold is 92. So I said to Dave, the same as your name, David, I've given you the opportunity. It's up for you to make a decision. Mhm. So I will tell you how much this refinery will buy from you. You're gonna be amazed. You don't need the visa because you're British passport, right? You can
Yes.
fly. You can fly because Britain and Australia is a Commonwealth, right? You just buy a
Yeah,
ticket.
yeah. I can get there without a visa. That's true.
Exactly.
100%.
But I will give you the link and then you can communicate the refinery yourself.
Okay. So another question. Let's say okay, we're about to work together. How does it work? Do we meet? Um, do I fly over and then you meet me there? Does it how
I will fly
is it
ahead
the
of
process?
time. I will meet you in the airport.
Perfect. And you're not gonna leave me until I come back. Obviously, everything is
No, I
coming back.
wouldn't. No, I wouldn't leave you because I have a bad experience in the past. I need to be on the ground when you leave. In case there is an issue, in case the goal was delayed, I have to be on the ground to follow up. Yes.
Now, let me ask you: all these people that are selling a 24 carat for 40,000, this current market for 40,000 dollars. I assume that that is a scam.
No, that is only to tease you. Just like real estate. Just like in business, you will be teased in order for you to grab the opportunity. When I was in real estate many years ago, I've been top salesperson, and we used the junk property in order to tease you. We offer you cheap price, but actually it's not a cheap price. It's not. Yeah. Gold they offer you $42,000 is only to tease you in order for you to grab the opportunity. But when you arrive, it's not the $42,000 because the government needs an income. Yes, there's a lot of charges. But when you come with me, the price of the gold that I'm offering you, I'm giving you, is tax included.
Okay, so tax is included.
Yes.
Do I need the permit? You know the permit that you need to get out with the gold. What's it called? Permit. There is one that you need in the Ivory Coast before you can be.
No, you don't need the permit because the seller has an export license. He has an he has an export license to export to you. As long as you have a registered business in United Kingdom, there's no problem at all. You just
so in Dubai,
yeah.
For me in Dubai to be able to bring the gold in, do I need what's it called? There is I think a certificate you need to have.
Well, when you bring this precious mineral, you need to have a certificate from the seller. You will be given a certificate of clearance that the gold is free of illegal activity. Right, that is very, very important. And the ownership, where the gold coming from. So the gold, if I'll put you to Sierra Leone, the gold must be coming from Sierra Leone. Right.
And does it go through the Ministry of Mining?
Yes, the certificate of clearance coming from the ministry. Yes.
You see, most people that want to get into gold, the only thing they scared of is being scammed, and obviously the authenticity of the gold. The only reason people, I think, get scammed is they wanna, get the cheap way. But I think with you, as long as everything is legit and you've got the insurance, security, and everything, even though you're not gonna make as much as anyone who's trying to, do it underground, but I think it's the safest way to do it. Does that make sense?
Actually, you as the gold trader, you make money. When I sit down with my seller many years ago, okay, I sit down with my seller when I was in Ghana, and I told my seller, "My gosh, you're giving away. You're setting $1 million worth of gold. That is the property of your country. That is the reason why your country is struggling as well, because you are trying to evade taxes. That is evasion. And then you're trying to smuggle. And then this crook buyer, excuse my language if I see this, these crook buyers, international crook buyers, asking for cheap price. And then when he resell it, he get an instant millionaire. And I said to my seller, don't do that. Your workers, you're paying your workers. At the end of the day, you're still poor. This bloody gold trader, they become millionaire. You know what my seller was saying? Thank God that we found you. I said to my seller, don't be a fool. Yeah. So I hope you understand my language here. This is live our conversation. You must remember. People can hear our conversation because this is live when you call me. And people can understand that, yeah, Wilhelmina and this buyer from UK is real. Yes. You got me?
No, I completely get it. I completely get it because most people, I understand there is a hard work behind it. It's not just to come and collect the gold.
It is.
And the situation they work in is no, so yeah, I get it. I completely understand. But one other question I wanted to ask you: at what point do I make payment?
When you taste the gold, you have to transfer the payment bank to bank.
Okay.
Because your payment would be cleared 3 working days.
Absolutely, yes.
And then when the payment would be cleared 3 working days, that is the time the seller will process your paperwork. You have to stay in Sierra Leone 6 to 9 days with me. Yes.
Yeah, I get it. I get that. But what if I had cash?
You're only allowed $10,000.
thought so. So I thought I would ask and see how it works. If that
You're gonna be you're gonna be
so I
accused.
thought so.
You're gonna be accused as money laundering, my love. Don't do that.
I know.
Don't gamble.
I've done research, and I don't want to take the way other people take. And then I see so many videos on YouTube. Oh, I was scammed. I've just seen someone who was scammed 100,000 by.
Yes. Why you gonna be scam? Okay. This is really serious. If you are buying, whether you buy gold and diamond, if you have no money just only to pay the deposit, and then you expect the diamond or gold to ship it to you in your destination, it wouldn't arrive. It wouldn't. There was an instant that I have a buyer. Okay, I didn't travel 2021 because of pandemic. I sent the buyer to Conakry. Okay, and I know my seller because I have a transaction successful with that particular seller. But because of carelessness, okay, when you made a mistake, it costs you money. So the buyer purchased 5 kilos. He was happy because my seller is real and he owned the building, but stupidity, it caused a problem. And the gold documentation was not perfectly done, and it from Conakry to Dubai. And during the time, because of the pandemic, the custom asked, where is the COVID-19 certificate during the time, and where is the insurance? So the gold was being withheld in Dubai. Mhm. And then it was been diverted to Morocco. Again, the Moroccan custom, where is the certificate of COVID? Because the gold has a virus, right? During that time, everyone has to be cleared. Where is the certificate of COVID? Even me, I went to swab test, CPR. I cannot enter to Dubai without that CPR. I paid $120. You must remember, every time you travel, you have to pay, you have to spend money. So what happened? The gold didn't arrive to the buyer's destination. And I was arguing with my seller for 5 months to replace the gold. And I fired the seller. I fired him and I warned the seller, if you cannot replace the gold, I will put your name into the social domain, which I did. Yes. Mineral Consulting Group of Company, I put, yes.
There are so many ones there. I've came across one the day before yesterday, and this is based in Ivory Coast. So the guy said he's selling for $40,000, and that is taxes included. The minute he said that, I knew it was already a scam. And then he said, listen, you're not going to pay until you've got the gold. The only thing you're going to have to pay is pay for the transportation, your logistics. And then he sent me the company I need to call and WhatsApp. And I asked him, how much do I to pay? And he goes, 6,000 to 6,500. Speak to them. Only to realize the person he's speaking to is exactly the same person who's trying to take your 6,000 before even you touch base.
Yes.
And most people will fall for that. Most people, and I know the company name, which I'm going to put it out there. So people know to actually approach this person. So, and I'm thinking in this business, if you're going to take the cheap way, you're definitely going to lose money. Does that make sense?
There was a three buyers. I'm not going to mention their names. Two for diamonds and one for gold. And they paid taxes. And they both traveled to Dubai waiting to receive the gold and diamond. The products didn't arrive. Why? Who is going to give you the diamond or gold that you're a stranger, that you have not paid the real products? And the seller says, oh, you need more money to pay. You pay the certificate of clearances, $12,000. I said, what? It's not $12,000. That's part of that price. That is the obligation of the seller. But because that person, he or she only pay the taxes, three of them, the same scenario, pay taxes. Why are you going to pay taxes? The gold will not give to you because the government will not give you the certificate of clearance. That the money
Yeah,
or
but obviously most people
yeah,
don't understand. Most people do not understand they end up paying.
yes, because the money, your payment has to be registered, that it shows the cash inflow that the seller made the sale to you. Mhm. I have already bad experience. That's why I have to announce it. Yes, that is the reason why I'm charging. Some buyers, they, oh, I cannot afford. Well, don't be involved. Don't. You can
No,
travel.
it's not a small game. When you want to get into gold, it's not a small game.
Yes.
It's not something you have to.
You can travel. You can travel, but if there is an issue, I'm not going to help you because I'm not around. But if I am around, I can swear, bloody hell. You know, when I get angry, my seller said, oh my gosh, Mrs. Ford is an awful. When she got angry, I said, yes, I done it purposely in order for the African seller to learn that this is real business. The seller will just only, where is the money, here's the gold. He wouldn't care for you. He wouldn't. He wouldn't care for you.
So if we do a repeat transaction, obviously with you, the discount become greater, obviously, if that makes sense.
Yes, if a long term.
And another thing I was going to ask you, in Dubai, right? They very funny when it comes to when they're looking at the carat of the gold. They're like, oh, we want it to be 23.5, 24.
No, they are bluffing you because I already knew Dubai tactics. I already knew.
Okay.
I'm meeting this buyer. Okay, three of them I'm meeting them, and I cannot put you to Conakry because the gold is already been allocated. That's why I have to put you to Sierra Leone. And this buyer was been searching for 9 months, right? And we send the buyer company profile, mining license, and export license, and the buyer sent me as well his background, and he's happy. He's buying gold and diamond, worth $1 million. So the buyer was really satisfied, and the buyer is from Australia, and they have company in Dubai. He's from Sydney, right? So, and they are very happy. In fact, the CEO called me this morning after our conversation because I wake up around 9 o'clock when you send me an email, and you cannot reach me on WhatsApp. And the boss, the CEO of the buyer, booked me on the 5 star hotel. Yeah, he booked me on the 5 star hotel in Dubai. Can you imagine that?
That's really good. The only thing, another thing I wanted to ask you is about so you will make sure that the whole process obviously is done.
I will be with you the whole process.
How do we? So what's the first thing normally people do to you? So they send you the company name, or if they can afford obviously the payment. What do they send to you?
Okay. Now after our conversation, I'm going to ask you a copy of your business registration, proof of fund, your bank statement, the value of 10 kilos, right? And your passport copy. When you convince me that you have $1 million, the value of 10 kilos, then I assume that you are a real buyer. I assume. So then I will inform the head office that I had validated this buyer. Then we will send you the confirmation letter of your order of 10 kilos. Yes? And I will send you the business registration, a copy of business registration on the seller. And you can even talk to my seller over the phone. Yes, you can. Yeah.
Okay, that's really good. So as long as I can show that I can afford to buy the 10 kilo, and then we can start the process from there. Then you will tell me. Obviously, it's an appointment based. I can't just say now. I need to have the appointment.
No,
You can't just get on the flight and say,
once I confirm to the office that I've given you a very good price, then the seller will send you an invitation, a landing visa for you to travel to Sierra Leone, and me, yeah, and me.
and how safe is it?
It's safe. You stay in the city. I'm a woman. I don't have any security. I'm a woman.
No, but I'm sure everyone knows you there, isn't it?
Don't you know that there was an American guy? He knows me, and one of the brokers said, "Madam, I have a buyer from California." I said, "Okay, create a group chat." Oh my gosh! And the man saw my name, he ran away. Oh no, I know that woman. Another buyer as well from Dubai. He owned a refinery, but I'm not going to mention his refinery. And he's been dealing with me. And he has been dealing with so many chain of joker broker. They come to me, the broker from South Africa, etc. And I told them, who is your buyer? Oh, it's a big refinery. Immediately I knew. And I told this buyer's agent, create a group chat. When he created a group chat, I know the CEO. Hi, hello. How are you? It's been a long time. He ran away. He ran away from Wilhelmina. Can you imagine that? Mm.
So do you get most people are buying yellow gold, not white gold. You don't do white gold.
Very rare white gold.
Very rare.
Very rare. Mm.
Okay. I think from what you said, I've got an idea of what it is. It's really transparent from what you say. The rest, I think we're gonna talk it privately, discuss it privately, and then maybe we can start working.
I think so.
I just want to see how you pull this off, how you do the 10 kg. Then from the 10 kg,
bring in Australia. I will give you the link, and then you can contact the refinery. Then do your conversation with the CEO. Send him an email, and I'm sure he will respond to you. Just mention my name that you were talking to Wilhelmina Ford. Yes.
So, from your experience, is Dubai price better than Brisbane, or Brisbane
Both,
better than Dubai?
both.
But the thing about Dubai, they're so difficult to deal with. Really difficult.
There's so many Dubai, so many hustler. They will bargain and bargain and bargain. In Australia, no bargain, whatever the price. Yes, whatever the CEO will say, this is my buying price. Take it or leave it, and that's it. Mhm. Try to bring it to Brisbane. Try. I'll give you the link. I'll give you the link of the refinery. I want you to talk to the CEO. Send him a message. Send him an email that, yeah, you were talking to Mrs. Ford from Brisbane, and he will respond to you. Yeah.
So now, from your experience, what do people have to avoid? Because obviously, I'm a new to the game. What do people should avoid? You know, you've got these people say, "Oh, I can get to the mining company. I can get it for you for cheap. You come and we can do this and that."
That's
and
baloney.
Make sure it goes through the Ministry of Mining. All those things. What do you think about it?
That's baloney. To get the license, it would take you a while. I'll tell you. When I was in Conakry, I met an Indian and Singaporean, and they apply for mining license. It took them a month, or I think 4 months to process, because you are a foreigner. You need to have a residency in that particular country. So you have to stay there for 6 months. So he was staying the same hotel where I stayed in Conakry. And he couldn't even get the gold. No seller will deal with you if you have a license. Why? The seller says, if you have the license, how come you cannot get the gold? If you have the license, how come? So therefore, you have a shop, you have a piece of paper, a license, but you don't have the stock. And that Singaporean was being rejected. The office was just only 4 blocks away where I stay. And he couldn't get the gold because he wanted cheaper. And the seller said, tell that buyer to bring cash to the village so that he could be chop. Yeah. You go to the village, you can be chop because it's a jungle. And then you keep bargain and bargain and bargain, you're gonna be killed, you're gonna be kidnapped. Yes, you can do, can be done. You can be kidnapped. Why you going to the jungle? Why you gonna go to the mines? And the gold is now it's already in the city. Hmm. Does that make sense?
Absolutely makes sense, and I wouldn't want to go to the jungle for that, especially in Mali. I don't think I would want to risk to do that.
I went to the jungle. I went to the jungle when I was in Ghana, yeah. But I have 2 security guard, driver and plus 2 security guard with me. Yes, I went to the mines because I want to feel it. I feel sorry for the miners. They work under the heat of the sun. I bought food, I bought rice, I bought bread and chicken on the vendor. I only spend $150, but I feel it. But to you guys, you're gonna be kidnapped if you're not very careful, if you're not really invited. Don't go to the village.
The sad part of it, they work so hard, and then like what happened in Conakry, the president will just.
I know. Don't you know that my seller in Conakry, he is the classmate of the new president.
Okay.
He's the most powerful.
Story is fascinating. It's really fascinating, and it shows how Africa will never get far.
Yeah, in fact, this CEO that I'm going to meet them is really, really impressed. Madam, you will not regret it, and the buyer will not regret it. My gosh, he owned a lot of company. In fact, he owned a company here in Australia. Yes. And why he needs Wilhelmina? Why? Just tell me.
So let me ask you, Wilhelmina, what is your prediction with gold? Obviously, if we're talking about the war in Russia and what's going on in Taiwan, which is sad, I don't know if it's gonna go off or if it's gonna
go off, go high skyrocket. I warn everyone 2019 that there would be a prediction that the gold will turn to 3,500 per ounce. Multiply that 32.15. This is only a prediction, eh? 3,500 per ounce times 32.15 equals, hang on, 3,500 times 32.15. That is 112. You wouldn't be able to afford. You're gonna cry. Yeah, only big spender can afford, because they are going to refine it.
Later this year, it might get to 70.
No, this year we'll get 64, 65.
64, 65.
Yeah.
Which for someone to tap in now is the best time.
The best time because the price of gold is 59,165. That's the best time to purchase. Yes.
And with all these wars, obviously, we don't know what's going to happen. With the inflation that's about to hit, we don't know what's going to happen. So I think this is the right time. Even though 59 is still a low compared to what it was before.
Before, right? I think was 49. 2019 was 49. Then become.
At one point it was 47,500.
That's right, 47.9, then 49, then 50, then 51, then 52. It's ups and down. But if there is a war in the world, crisis, we are now inflation, the price of commodities goes up. I'll tell you, even vegetable, lettuce, how much lettuce in UK? Here in Brisbane, lettuce is $8. Previous, yes, 2 weeks ago the lettuce was only $3. Now it's $8.
Maybe I should stop gold and start importing lettuce.
And I said to my husband, let us start planting vegetable in our backyard. Ginger, 45 a kilo.
Gosh.
See?
Gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so might as well tap into gold now and make sure.
Scarcity of supply because of the inflation is scarcity. Most of the buyer have no idea. You're just lucky you found me. You're just lucky that you found my YouTube. The procedure is on every video. Yeah. Even
Do you need the mandate certificate
no,
from me or anything?
no, you don't. You're a buyer. You're a buyer. You need my mandate letter. I can give it to you. Yes. My mandate letter is confidential between the seller and Wilhelmina. I don't need because you're a buyer. You don't need.
Okay, cool.
No.
No, I thought maybe they would need you would need it because obviously for the seller they want to see if you're representing
No,
me.
the proof.
But that being said, you guys work together. So
yeah, the proof of fund is the most important, that the seller will believe that you are a buyer. Yes.
Okay.
That you can afford to pay.
I think those will be all my questions. The rest of the things we're gonna obviously communicate privately. I think your YouTube videos are really helpful. I think you should carry on doing them.
I think so.
Are very informative and comprehensive. So, you don't want to get into gold, blindfolded. You don't know what's going on because ultimately you're gonna lose the money.
Yeah, my face is everywhere. If I am a scammer, why should I show my face? If I'm a thief, right? I'm not, because I only charge you my extra, and you have to pay the seller. My extra is to cover my transport. Last week I purchased my ticket. 5 months ago the ticket was only 2,800. Today I paid my travel agent 3,850. So the price increases. That $15,000 is peanut. It's peanut. Yeah.
I mean, you're still making money on gold, even though it's not going to be as significant, but you're still making money. I think that would be bad if you were starting with 5 kilo. Then it's not worth the trip.
It's not worth it.
Something increasing, I think.
Let's say you get the profit. I can give you 12%. Your profit per kilo is 7,998 per kilo. If you're gonna resell it.
Yeah.
So let's say 7,000. I can give you 12%. Okay, 7,009 point. Let's say 7,000 profit. Just remove the small one. Times 10. Your profit is $70,000.
Yeah, but minus your 15,000.
Minus 15,000. Still you have a profit of $55,000.
Minus the 1% insurance.
Still you get the profit of the $50,000.
Yeah, still safe. A small profit, but safe profit.
Exactly. Or I can, if you convince me enough, I might be able to give you 13%. Who knows? But don't bank on it because it depends on my mood.
I'm going to make sure your mood is good. I'm going to try and get you some letters from UK.
It depends on my mood. It depends on how you're going to convince Wilhelmina. Yes.
Okay, Wilhelmina, let me ask you. Let's say your mood is good. I've made your mood better and everything. If I'm a repeat customer, a person that you know you're going to work twice a month,
you will get more.
You will take care of me.
Yes, I will take care of you. Yes.
So twice a month. The thing is, I just have to figure out if I will have the buyer to be able to buy twice a month.
Yes, you can.
Which I think that anyone, even in Dubai, even though Dubai is crazy, even in Dubai they will take my gold anyway. Anytime I've got it.
Dubai is crying for supply. Gold and diamond, they're crying. Yeah.
The UK, the taxes is a bit
20%.
In the
UK is 20%. No, don't bring it to UK because 20% importation tax. Don't.
Used to be if you bring less than 5 kilo, you didn't pay any tax on gold. I think now it's changed.
Yes. That is an income of the country. So everybody does. Everybody pay. Right.
What is Australia? What's the tax?
Can you evaluate our conversation now, Dave?
Honestly, I'm learning so much from your videos. I'm learning so much from you. You seem like you know what you're talking about. It's not like cut corners. Everything is, legit, professional, with no, I don't want anything that I would rather make less but everything is secure, and I
Okay.
get my goal. You
Right.
know, you're showing your face, which is very important. I don't want to deal with someone on WhatsApp that doesn't show his or her face. I don't want to deal with someone who wants to take me to the jungle because I'm not interested in going to, you know, it's not safe at all.
So when
I
are you
just want
when are you
something.
intend to travel? Because I'm very busy. I can travel on that hang on, because I would be I'm very busy. Just a moment, 23rd. Maybe on the first. On the
So
first.
the 31st, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, the 31st I already bought a ticket to go to Mali, which I'm gonna have to call the airline on Monday and
No,
change
we
it.
can go to Mali. I can take you to my head office in Mali. But if you want to go to Mali, yes. But it takes a
Yeah, but
process.
the purity of gold in Mali has to be over 97%.
Come to
And I
Sierra
know
Leone
Sierra
because you can
Leone,
get it 98.
yeah, so if I can change the ticket to go to Sierra Leone instead, it's not a problem. But that 31st, if they don't have a flight for the 31st, that means I'm coming on the 1st.
No, I'm not available on the 30th. I can be available on the 1st. I will.
Yeah, that's fine. Then we can meet up on the 1st. But I'd rather arrive, I want to arrive whilst when you arrive the same day. I don't want to spend the day even without you being there.
I will
So
arrive
if that
first
makes
on the
sense.
ground. Then I will let you know. Because my schedule is very hectic. Do not
I
buy
can
ticket
imagine.
yet. I will let you know when I arrive in Conakry. And then said, okay, Dave, I would be flying to Sierra Leone. Then I'll meet you there. Yes.
So how often do you go to Africa in a month anyway?
Well,
Too much.
I'll go to Africa when the buyer is